Hello friends, welcome to Chalk Pretty Things. How are you guys doing? It's been a while since I've been on, so let's see if we can remember how to do this. And right now it's not looking so good. Let's see. On my page, and then I have to go here. I should have had this done. I'm so sorry. But there we are. I'm going to go ahead and post a comment really quick just to let you guys know where to get the products that I'm using tonight, and we're going to get started. We're going to use these cute little mason jars, and we are going to chalk a Halloween saying on these. So we've got two of these today, and they are heavy duty wood. They are two-sided and they're ready to go. You don't have to chalk, you don't have to paint them or anything if you don't want to. Now we are going to paint the background, and I'm going to use some chalk paste tonight. So we're going to paint with our chalk paste, just watered down, and then we're going to put our design on it. And I think they're going to be really, really cute. Here is the transfer that we're going to be using tonight. Can you guys see what it says? Vine Ripened Full Bodied Red Blend. And this one says Raw and Unfiltered Halloween Spirits. So I've got them out of my bag, and I'm going to go ahead and get my transfer scissors, and I'm going to, I'll get my transfer scissors or any other scissors that you have, and I'm going to go ahead and cut these in half because we're going to use two different transfers on two different boards. Now these are double-sided, so if you wanted to do one and get it dried and then do the other, you could, but I'm going to go ahead and paint these. It's going to take some time to dry, so I'm going to go ahead and just get that started. For our first one, we're going to be painting with our Candy Apple Red. Candy Apple Red. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some, put it on a paper plate, and water it down a little bit. Just going to spray some water in there. Whoops. And mix it around. Try not to splatter as much as I did. Just going to mix it around so that it's a thinner consistency so it'll paint easy. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a brush, and I am just using a foam brush for this because it's going to be quick and easy. I'm just going to brush it right on. Now our chalk paste can be used in many different ways, so you can paint with it. It's quick and easy. The reason why a lot of people like to paint with this is because it dries so quick. And I chose red because the transfer actually says Vine Ripened Blend. So I thought it would be a bottle of something that comes from a vein, if you know what I mean. There it is, quick and easy. I already painted this one. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this aside, and I'm going to get a different plate with my Tide. This is Tide. It's a real pretty green color. I'm just going to get some of it onto a plate. I'm going to cap these up too. As soon as I'm done with these, I try to cap them up because they do tend to dry out. Especially when you have a fan on overhead like I do. It's still summer here in Arizona, so I need my fan. So I'm going to move this around. I'm just kind of mixing it up into like a paint, like a watercolor consistency. And I'm just going to paint. Look how beautiful this color is. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now I am going to be chalking a design over the top. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but this one I might want to go back and forth to make it look like it's liquid in there. And I do like the brush marks in this one. Okay, I'm done. How quick was that, guys? How quick was that? I'm going to get my quick dry tool, and I'm going to dry these babies. I love these colors. What do you guys think of the colors? Amazing. Now I didn't paint the side edges of these because I probably will use the back side of these later with a different color, and I did have a little mess down here at the bottom, but I'm trying to keep the sides neutral so that I can use them over again. It might be a fall project I'm using or a Christmas project. or something else that might be totally different colors than what these are showing. So that's why I didn't keep the size. If you guys want to know what products I'm using tonight, type in the word vein, V-E-I-N, like your vein in your arm, V-E-I-N. Check your messenger after that. A link will be sent to you, and I'll give you a shopping cart already filled for you. It has 4 different pastes in there. Now I put full jars in there, but if it's available in a smaller sample pack and that suits your needs better, feel free to swap that out. Get rid of the full jar, swap it out for a palette pack or an individual pack. I put it in the full ones because I think Christmas is coming up. Everyone's going to need red. Black is a color everyone always needs. And then the shimmer plum is beautiful. I thought it could be used for Christmas too. But if they are available, and not all our colors are available in the individuals, but you can, if you choose to, switch it out. You can remove anything that's in that cart, and you can also add anything. So you're not stuck with the cart. It's just a starting point for you to get started, to shop, and to see what I used. But you can feel free to change the colors up. Do what you want to do and make this project your own. I hope you guys are having a great Monday. I've had some time off, and it was, once you're out of the swing of things, it takes a while to get back into it. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of being live again. I'm so excited for our new catalog. We have a new launch that launched last Thursday. Has all the Christmas and holiday transfers in there. So if you want to see that, go ahead and message me. I'll send you the link. It's so exciting. And they're shipping really quick too. So should be able to get it quickly. I think these are pretty much dry. As you jump on, please say hello. And if you don't see the red box up at the top, that means that you're watching the replay. So please comment #replay just so that I know that you watched. I'd love to see that somebody watched this video. I'm using my surface wax. On anytime that you have a painted surface, especially a newly painted surface that you're going to apply a transfer to, you are going to want to use this surface wax. This is the Chalk Couture one, but you can use any kind. If you have a furniture wax that you use, like for stained furniture, you can use whatever your favorite is. I'm at the end of my jar here, but the purpose of the wax is to protect your surface and your transfer from damaging each other. So you put it on like a little barrier, and you don't put a lot on. Ooh, look, I don't know if my red was completely dry. Let's just go ahead and finish this up. You're going to wax on, give it a nice light coat, and you're going to wax off. I'm going to use the other side of my cloth for the blue one, just so it doesn't transfer any color. And then I'm going to wash my cloth. You can wash these in the washer. At least I do. So I've got this on real chunky right now. You're going to want to make sure it's not chunky. You're going to want to rub it in there. If you have chunks, it's going to affect your way your transfer works, and it's not going to be good. Okay, guys. Wow. I love this color, this teal tide color. Well, I'm going to wash that. Throw it on the ground. I'll pick it up later. Okay, so these are our reusable transfers. They can be reused between 8 and 12 times, depending on how good you take care of them. What you're going to do is you're just going to separate the green from the white backer, and then you're going to fuzz this. You're going to pick up a little bit of fuzz. It's a brand new transfer. You could use your shirt, your pants, a towel, or our beautiful teal fuzzing cloth that looks like this. This is our fuzz cloth. So I'm going to go ahead and do it once on my fuzz cloth. And this is just to lessen the stickiness so that you don't have it sticking really, really hard to your transfer, to your surface. I'm going to center this on here as best I can. And you can see through the silk screen. Wherever you see the white, like right here, you're gonna see the white on here. This is the silk screen, and that's where the paste is gonna go through onto your surface. I'm just gonna smooth it on. And notice that I can kind of see through this a little bit. So I can see that my surface is on underneath there. I'm just gonna make sure. And then I am going to rub it down and make sure there's not any air bubbles. Now on this one, I was gonna use black velvet chalk. And it's just black velvet, it's nice and creamy. I am going to get a squeegee and dip it in my, this should be a sour cream consistency, like a yogurt. I'm gonna dip my squeegee in there, and all I'm gonna do is apply it over those silk screen areas. I'm gonna do this all one color, black, but if you wanted to get fancy and do like the bats purple or a different color, you could definitely do that. I just wanna go simple with this and just do black. I do have a bubble right there. It's either an air bubble or a wax. And if you have a bubble, it can cause your paste to kind of bleed, not give you the crisp lines that you want. So bubbles are not good, but sometimes you are lucky and you just kind of miss them. And that's what I'm hoping will happen with this one. I see that I didn't quite get the black there, and I need some more black down here. So I'm just moving the black that has from areas where there's extra down to areas where there's none. Spreading it around just like you're buttering toast. And then I'm gonna take off any extra, I'm gonna kind of smooth it out. Take off any extra paste that I have and put it back in the jar. You can reuse that. Put my squeegee aside because I'm gonna use a different squeegee. You can always wash your squeegees off in between and reuse one squeegee. I put 4 squeegees in there because we're using 4 colors, but actually 2 of those colors were done with a paintbrush, so you don't need that many squeegees. If you don't want those in there, go ahead and remove them. I didn't think about that. So now that I have this on, you want to remove this pretty quickly because it does dry, and you want it to go through to your surface. You don't want it to dry in your silk screen because then when you pull it off, it'll pull off. Look at that. It'll pull off with your transfer. Man, that looks great. Can you guys see that? That is awesome. Look at that. All right, one down. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it on, I usually just put it down on my towels, but I need the space. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down on this. It's just a dish towel rack. And I'm going to spray it with water right away because the black is hard to clean. I shouldn't say hard, but I like to get it started early. Okay, so I'm just going to wet it and leave it, move it aside. Okay, let's get started on this one. So this one's going to be the Halloween Spirit one. And this kind of reminded me, it says from our cauldron to yours. So it reminded me of like a witch's brew kind of. So I'm going to do purple as the chalk color. I'm going to go ahead and fuzz it on my fuzzing towel. Now remember, you could use a shirt or any other towel if you don't have this one. Lessen the sticky just a little bit. We did wax this, so now I'm going to apply this. Now see, if you were to do it like this and you completely miss your surface down below, you're going to see through it and you're going to see that it's missing that. So you're going to go ahead and move it. You can pick it up and move it anytime you want. Okay. And see how now you can't see any white through it? It's down there. Now, if you want to make sure it's really down, you can kind of go over it with a clean squeegee or a brayer or your hand, but I know it's down there pretty good. Whoops, this is our black again. This time I'm going to open up this is our Shimmer Plum. And the shimmers are very nice, guys. They've got a little bit of mica powder in them, so they're kind of glimmery, but they're not overwhelming and they're not quite as messy. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this, kind of mix it around a little bit. I haven't used this for a while. Okay, so I've got my paste, and it is a little thicker than it probably should be, but let's go ahead and do it. I hope it looks good on this Tide color background. And the shimmers are more translucent, so you saw how good the black went through and covered. This one may be a little lighter, just because they do have that translucent texture to them. But the same thing applies. Give it a good application. Make sure you don't have any parts of the silk screen unpasted, if that's a word, or if that makes sense. Smooth it over. Any extra, which I have a ton extra this time, put it back in your jar because you can reuse it. And go ahead and wipe off all your extra and kind of even out any lines that you have. Put that back in. And I'm going to clean my hands just a little bit. Clean up a little bit. I am a messy crafter. Wow, am I ever a messy crafter? It's amazing that I can get that messy. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and peel off my transfer. You don't want it to dry. Remember, you want to peel off when it's wet, and this does dry pretty quickly. You can peel it down slowly so that if you see that there's areas that you've missed, that you can put it back down and do it again. You guys see that? Isn't that beautiful? What do you think of the colors? Do you like those colors? Beautiful. Beautiful. Those colors are beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with my transfer. I'm going to move this aside for just a second to let it dry. And this is how you clean your transfers. You just go ahead and spray them down. I use a paper towel the first time going over, just to get, look how much paste you can get off of that. Just to get the first layer of paste off. The shimmers are a little harder to clean. They're going to leave behind a little bit of residue, but that's okay. So once I get most of this off with paper towel, I'm going to get a wet board eraser, and this is what it looks like. I have mine in water. It's just like a magic eraser sponge, but no chemicals. And I'm just going to wipe over this, and this is going to do all the hard work for me. It's just going to take off all that paste. We have to rinse this out once or twice, but you want all that paste out of the silk screen. What's even easier to clean this is just to take it to your sink and rinse it. Rinse it and rub it under running water. I may end up doing that too, but I'm just going to show you how to do it here. Most of the time this is all I need, unless it's a really pigmented color like a red or black. If it stains the green part of your transfer, that's okay. That doesn't matter, but it does matter to get it out of your silk screen, the white meshy part of your transfer. Now we've got the front cleaned pretty good, and then I want to clean the back. So I'm going to go ahead and, since this is so dirty on that side, I am going to place some sticky side up. Now the sticky side is really important. It will come back to sticky again. It's not sticky when it's wet, and it will return to sticky, but I am a little more gentle cleaning the sticky side. I don't rub quite as hard. It's not as dirty to start with. Okay, so that's good. Probably gonna wipe over this one more time. And then what I do is I get a paper towel I go over the front, and you see it's still picking up some of that paste. But that's why I do that extra step. And then I'm gonna go ahead and rub over the back, dry it. And then I'm gonna get my backer sheet. There's a shiny side and a matte side. I'm gonna place it down, just kind of line it up, place it down, and this is ready to go for another use. Same thing with this one. Get my shiny side. Okay. So these two are clean, ready to reuse. Okay, I'm gonna set those aside and just gonna kind of wipe this once or twice. Then we're gonna go ahead and add a decorative touch to our design. Clean up any extra water mess I have here, paste mess. My dirty squeegees I can put in my bucket with my water, get those soaking, then I can rinse those off. Okay, our work surface is ready to use again. Okay, so I thought I would just decorate these with a nice, simple little ribbon. Look at these guys, aren't they cute? Let me pick this one up right. There's this one. Show it to the camera up here. Okay, so I'm gonna lay them down, and I have a couple different ribbons. I have red, which I was gonna use for the red, but I don't think it's gonna work. Maybe I will use, yeah, I'm gonna use this striped ribbon for this. I'm just gonna do a simple little bow. Just do a little tie. Well, maybe I'll just do a knot. And if I have any other decorations, like maybe a bat, I can put it on there. But I think it looks really cute, just like this. What do you think? Okay, for this one, should we do the same, or I have red, kind of clashes. How about the spider web one? Let's do that. I'm just gonna do a real simple little bow with the spider web ribbon. And we always know that this is my downfall, is getting things out of packages. Okay, we did it, hooray! Do you guys ever have a hard time? Do you get frustrated with packaging? I mean, like when you go to Costco and you have everything wrapped up individually but in a bigger package, and then you have to put it away, and it just makes it harder. I understand why they do it, but sometimes it's hard, for me at least. I think I'll just do this one in a little knot as well. So if I find a little spider or a bat, I can go ahead and add them to these. I actually have my glue gun on, but I don't know why. This looks really cute. Look at that. So here they are, guys. What do you guys think? I think they turned out wonderfully. Let me pick this one up so I'm not blocking it. There you go. Do you guys like the blue better or the red? And would you have changed the ribbon at all? What would you have done to the top to decorate it? Any ideas? If you have any ideas, please put them in the comment. I'd love to see. Hey guys, we also have a club, a monthly club, a DIY. It gives you, when you join, it's I think it's $22 now a month. It will send you automatically an 8.5 by 11 transfer and 3 coordinating paste packets. Now the transfer is exclusive only to club members and designers, so it's not something that you can order off the website, but it will be sent to you, and you'll get that every month. And also, being a club member gives you different discounts and perks. So if you're interested in signing up for the club or reading about it to see what it's like, type in the word club in the comments, check your messenger. There's no obligation for you to read about it. Just go ahead and look at it, see if it's something you might possibly be interested in. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'd be happy to answer them for you. I love crafting with Chalk Couture. It just makes me feel so accomplished to be able to create fun DIY and do it your way. So I have 6 grandchildren. 3 of them love to do Chalk Couture. So the oldest one is 5. I have a 5 and 2 3-year-olds, and they love to do this stuff. So this is a great craft for kids. You'll have to supervise them, but it's non-toxic, water-soluble products, and mine have a blast with it. So that's something to consider too. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get off. I'm glad I got back on, and I'll be back on more regularly now. See you guys soon. Thanks, bye.